the views of the whatever channel. With that said, without further ado, we're going to have the guests introduce themselves. So please tell us your name, age, location, and occupation.
Hi, I'm Belle. I'm 23. I'm a witch, and I live in Santa Barbara.
Do you go to school at all, or?
No.
Okay, and you're what kind of witch are you?
Well, I just
Are
do
you a
witch.
blood witch, a dark witch? What kind of witch?
So I specialize in like baneful magic, love magic.
What's baneful magic?
Hexes.
Hexes?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Okay.
Justice workings, tarot, psychic stuff.
And
Yeah.
you're also an astrologist and a psychic.
Yeah, psychic. Mostly just psychic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, when you say psychic, what does that mean?
Like, have you seen those tarot cards videos?
Yeah, I'm familiar with tarot cards.
Yeah. I can like whip out cards and I can just tell you about your future. I don't know. People come to me. A lot of people want to know if they can get back together with their ex. So that's pretty much what I am doing right now. But yeah, kind of just do a lot of different things.
But like any other kind of psychic?
Yeah, I do mediumship. The noise going.
Yeah, there's
Sorry.
no noise back there. Not sure what. Okay. So,
Yeah.
are you a psychic without the cards?
Yeah, a little bit. I can.
Can you predict the future?
I don't. Yes. Okay. So like, when it comes to predicting something, every action you take in your life can rapidly change the life path you're going on. So when you're pulling on someone's life path, it's based on what is already coming into effect. For example, if okay, let me think of a PG example. If I am like, okay, are me and my boyfriend going to get married, and then I decide to break up with him the next day, that's obviously going to change the path. So there's it's not a exact science, but
And is this something that's passed down from generation to generation, like in your?
No, I actually grew
family?
up in a Christian household. Yeah.
What denomination?
It was
Like, were you
kind of
Catholic or
culty. It was
culty?
like, yes. So there's like 12 members, and they believed that if you weren't a member of their church, that you were gonna, get to make it to the afterlife. And I'd have to study the Bible for like 6 hours every day after school. It was like a really, really intense small church. But I think they were considered Lutheran.
Lutheran. Okay.
Yeah.
And prior to coming on the show, did you cast a hex on me, Andrew, or the podcast?
No, I didn't even know you guys' names. I'm gonna be real. I don't really know a lot about you guys.
Do you need the name to cast a hex?
Yeah, or like a photo.
Can you only cast hex on people, or can you cast it on like a company?
I could cast on a company. Yeah, I guess I could have if I really wanted to, but.
And like, how effective are the hexes
Well,
/ spells?
I can give an example. The first ever hex I did was on this guy who I have like a really traumatic past with, and I work with the number 3, so I wanted to send back 3 times the pain that he caused me. He fell off a 3-story building, shattered 3 parts of his spine at 3 a.m. About 6 months after I casted it.
And was that 3 days after you cast it?
No, it was 6 months.
6
but
months.
Yeah.
I mean, but
That would have been cool if it was 3 days. I would have really sold the deal, but
I mean, what evidence do you have that that's because you hexed him?
yeah, I guess I don't really have concrete proof or evidence, but the numbers with 3, it just seems like a weird coincidence. I also do offer it as a service, so my clients have overwhelmingly positive reviews, so I don't know, maybe it's a placebo, but I would say my clients disagree, and it's
You offer
it's an
hexes
overwhelming.
as a service?
I offer hexes, love spells, tarot readings, money, magic. I'm really good at money magic. That's something that I'm really, really good at. So
like law of attraction, money magic?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word.
Did you go to school to learn the witchcraft?
No, I went to school for like graphic design for a year during COVID, and then I just dropped out because I didn't like online school. I have ADHD. I can't
Like,
pay
do you
attention.
consider yourself like, how there's like journeyman leather workers?
Yeah.
Are you like, how advanced are you in the witching
So,
business?
I've been practicing for about 4 years professionally. I do have like a mentor. She has practiced witchcraft for about 20 years. So she taught me a lot of stuff. I have taken like courses, and then I just did a lot of like free workings for people until I felt confident enough to offer it as a service.
Right. But is there, like, did you learn any of it from TikTok or?
A little bit. TikTok, books. Just I'm a very intuitive witch, so I
Yeah.
pull from my intuition a lot.
And so, is there such thing as what's the male version of a witch? A wizard?
A warlock. No, so witch is like a gender neutral term, so anyone can call
A
themselves
man
a witch.
can be a witch?
Yeah.
They usually refer to them as warlock.
Can I
Yeah,
ask-
I'm actually like
What's a counter witch? Is that a wizard?
I don't
Me and
know
Andrew,
what
I
that is. I
Like,
think this is getting
we're
like
just-
Dungeons and Dragons
What
terminology.
are you talking? I mean, hold on. Me and Andrew are wizards.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's sick.
So
I
we
support it.
actually we would have detected had you tried to pre-cast a hex.
Right. So I hexed you and then you
We
blocked it off.
we knew you were coming, so we cast defensive spells.
Belle,
Yeah.
We did
The +10 glyph of defense.
+10 glyph of like defense and like magic resistance.
Yeah, it's called warding, but
Yeah, we
you can
warded.
call it that.
Yeah, well, we did like a consecration spell, like because we kind of like fuck with like paladin shit and stuff.
Okay.
Like, are you
alright.
familiar with like paladin stuff?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
know what that
like
means.
paladins.
What is a paladin?
You
It's
don't know?
a-
How do you not know what a paladin is?
I've never heard of that.
They use
before.
holy magic.
Yeah, we use holy magic.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
it's video
So
game
well
stuff.
met.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't really know any of these.
So-
No, it's not
terminology.
video games. It really were paladin.
Yeah, for sure.
Is
Belle,
it
can
like
I-
D&D?
Can I ask you what your big three are? Because
Oh.
I dabble in tarot and stuff
Yeah.
too.
So okay, that's kind of interesting. So technically, I was born as an Aquarius, but I don't like my birthday, so I changed my birthday. I figure
it.
like, you know, you can change so many things about you, so I changed my birthday. But I'm an Aquarius sun, I'm an Aries rising, and then I'm a Pisces moon. But I guess technically, with my new birthday, I would be a Leo sun.
Oh,
What-
okay.
So you identify with a different birthday?
Yeah, I don't like my birthday. I just don't like it. It's a winter birthday.
Yeah.
It's really not my thing.
Well, if you're an Aquarius, yeah, it's a winter birthday.
It sucks.
I'm into that.
I hate
Yeah.
having. I was born in Colorado.
But
and
isn't it the age of Aquarius?
something like that?
So, I mean, wouldn't you want to be an Aquarius? Because this is the age of Aquarius?
I
Not
like.
if you're a Leo.
I like being Aquarius. I just don't like my birthday. I feel like everything bad always happens to me on my birthday. Like something bad always happens on my birthday. So I was like, nah, I'm just gonna actually celebrate my half birthday. So I just celebrate my half birthday now. And I just told everyone, today's my birthday. And then, yeah,
Well, today's my birthday.
today might be your birthday.
It is now. I just
Okay.
changed it.
Sick.
my
Awesome.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank
How old are
you.
you?
Thank you. Well, I'm the same age I was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
But still, it's my birthday.
Okay, cool.
So when it comes to the witch stuff, I mean, is there like a go-to book? Like, are there books on this shit?
Yeah. There's grimoires.
Cunningham is like a
Grimoires,
really good author for it. So I just like encyclopedias of herb. You also can Google a lot of stuff, honestly.
Can
That's
you like
a
buy
hot
this?
take,
Can you buy it
but-
on Amazon
Yeah, you can
like-
get a lot of books on Amazon.
about being a witch?
Yeah. A to Z Library has like a lot of free downloads. So
I
that's
buy
like
my
a good...
tarot cards on Temu, so
I'm just curious, like, but I feel like a lot of witches would be like wokey SJW, like libtards or whatever. So
Yeah.
They are.
like,
Yeah.
like, but like, I mean, do
Well-
you think there's witches on Donald Trump's side? Because like he won the 2016 election, so they're probably like witches like helping him out
Yeah.
No, there was a witch day where they cast a universal binding spell. You didn't know that?
on Trump.
On Trump.
I-
Yeah,
was
but
a
like,
witch day where
how
they
do
had
you
a
count?
universal
Like, if
binding
it's so
spell.
effective, you have to be able to counter that shit.
Well, I'm
Well,
going to
yeah.
tell you, there's one counter spell that you can always do that works. You can say, "This is all bullshit," and that usually will counter all of it, just like
So
that.
this is all bullshit.
Usually.
well, it's a fact that there's astrologists in the White House in the government. They work there.
Damn,
Yeah, there are people.
our taxes.
You also have to understand as well, witchcraft is very tied into a lot of people of color's culture. So, like, very, very tied. There's a lot of different
so religion.
practices.
Wait, huh?
More so religion's going to be wrapped into black.
Wait. So just to be clear, are you saying Barack Obama won because of witches?
Oh,
I'm just saying there is a lot of even Supreme Court members or people who do practice, but they're very, very private about their practice.
I'll
and there's
say-
a lot of different.
What
Witchcraft
Supreme
and
Court members-
spirituality is just an
what Supreme
umbrella.
Court members do you think practice witchcraft?
Just a few. I'm not going to name them out.
there's a quote
A
by
few. Do you
J.P.
think-
Morgan.
There's
Do
a
you think
few.
Sotomayor? Do you
I
think
think
Sotomayor
It's Clarence
practices
Thomas
witchcraft?
for sure.
There's literally a quote by J.P. Morgan. He says, "Millionaires don't use astrology; billionaires do." So,
If they're private about it, how do you know that they
JP
practice?
Morgan wasn't.
Sounds like a completely fake quote, by the way. Just
Well,
saying.
I
don't
mean,
know.
you could check it, but
Yeah, sounds like a totally fake quote that JP Morgan would say that.
Just based off of, and like he said, maybe none of it is real, but based off of my findings and my research and picking up on energy work, because that's pretty much what witchcraft is. It's just a manipulation of energy. It's just science that has not been proven yet as well, too. But basically, how I see it is there are some members, there are some people that are very high up that do have very specific spiritual practices in order to protect themselves.
Anyways, moving on.
Go ahead.
Oh, lastly, your pronouns are what?
I don't really care, but
You
I
have
guess
it in
she,
your-
her, they, them. I don't
Yeah,
really
you have
care.
it in your Instagram profile,
Yeah.
so I thought it.
So what's a they, them, which
Hold on,
warlock
hold
called?
on, hold
Sorry.
on. Okay, go ahead.
hi, my name is Morgan. My pronouns are she, her. I am 31. I'm from Chicago, and I'm a flight attendant.
All right, cool. How long you been doing that?
10 years.
So from 21 to 31?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
I'm Vanessa. I'm 26, and I'm a content creator.
What kind of content do you make?
Adult.
Like,
Like OnlyFans or
I'm born.
okay.
and you do, let me just look at my notes here. BGGG, BBG, solo GGB.
Yeah.
Okay. How many scenes have you shot?
Like around 20.
20. Okay.
Started in November.
All right. What were you doing before that?
I was a mail lady.
A mail lady for USPS?
Yes,
Okay. Did you go to school or anything?
I did. For politics.
You got your bachelor's?
Oh, yeah. I got my bachelor's in political science.
Political science? Okay, cool. What about you?
My name's Chelsea. I am 37. I am a business owner, and